What up, guys? It's Grant's Comics here, and today we will be reviewing the Spectre number 5 right there. Boom. So, before I get into the review, I actually saw a video by Mint Comic Hunter. I'll put a link down to his YouTube channel if you want to check it out. But he did a video where he put his favorite DC comics, because he's a DC fan. Obviously, you guys know me, I'm a Marvel fan. But anyways, he's a DC fan, and he said top 10 of his favorite books that people never heard of, and this was in that top of his favorite books. So I commented and I said, I literally just got this book in a mystery box, and I'm about to read it and review it. So I don't know if Mid Comic Hunter has a Twitter, but if he does, I'm gonna put a link to this video on his page, on his Twitter, so you can check it out. Proof that I actually read this. But this is from 1993. Really cool cover. It has Spectre. Kind of looks like Banshee a little bit, and there's like a kid in like a casket under the ground, and that is actually what this issue is about. A guy named Billy Vega. He is the stepson, or I should say the son of this I guess you can say a kidnapper named Billy Vega, who is a kidnapper with two other like kids. I don't know if they're kids or teenagers or something, and they are on a run, and the police try to stop them because they buried Billy, this kid over here, buried him alive, and he didn't want to confess, or it was actually too late for him to confess, because by the time the cops got to the kidnappers, the van exploded, caught fire, stuff like that. It was very crazy beginning of the issue, and they get sent to the hospital, but they don't make it, obviously, because if a car explodes, you're pretty much gone, so it's pretty much pointless, even in real life. But anyways, so the mother of Billy, I think, yeah, her name was Amy Vega. She is worried about her son. She says to the police and doctors, "Where the heck is my son?" They don't know any information. They were trying to get information from the kidnapper, who is obviously, like I said, the father or stepfather, and she just wanted answers. And when the police, one of the officers, said to Amy, saying, "We tried to get as much information about your son as we could, but by the time we actually got to the crime scene, the van exploded." So she was sad and stuff like that. But there was actually, and in the next panel you see like Spectre and Satan, and they're basically what's that word? Not that word where you're trying to like negotiate. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. They were trying to negotiate on if they want to, who gets to have that Vega guys. So, but instead of actually talking it out, the negotiation, the Satan and Spectre actually fight it out. And then they go to the battle, they fight, not Spectre, Satan slices Spectre in half, stuff like that. Spectre uses, I guess he's like a not a mad magician, but he's like he has like mystical powers, kind of like Spawn. Because this does remind me of Spawn. When I read it, I was like, oh my god, this reminds me of Spawn. If I ever get more Spectre comics in the future, this might be my favorite DC like hero. And like I said, I'm not even a DC person, but so yeah, if any of you guys who would like to, like, if you guys have comics that you want to get rid of, or comics that you want me to review, like comic lots, then just DM me on Instagram and stuff. But now that I read this, I'm gonna try and see if I can get Spectre comics in my local LCS. But anyways, back to the story. So like I said, they were fighting for the Vega guy's soul. The devil slices Spectre, and they just go all out. And then after, the Vega dude confesses to Spectre, saying, okay, he's at this, I forget what the name was, something cemetery, I forget what it was, and then the Tombstone Red Cruise or something. Let me see if I can find the panel. It was like something cruise. This is actually one of my favorite scenes. This one, and the next page is my favorite scene. There you go. So there's Spectrum, or Spectre, and there's the devil. They're fighting out to see who's soul. The soul is Eddie Vega. Oh yeah, and there's Eddie Vega. Comes back to life as a zombie. Oh yeah, this. I forget what the name is called. Child buried alive. Westwood Cemetery. Look for Cruz. Okay, so the name is Westwood. Sorry if I'm bending over, but the name is Westwood Cemetery, and it says Cruz on it. So like I showed you, they go to Westwood and they find the Billy kid, and then the cemetery that, or the tomb that Billy got buried by, was flooding and stuff. And like I said in the beginning, he was stuck in the grave already, asking for help and stuff. And then finally, when they get to Westwood Cemetery, the police officers and the ambulance and Billy's mom comes in, and they dig up the grave and they get Billy out. So yeah, that's the whole story. But before I go and stuff, shout out to Mid Comic Hunter for showing this issue on one of your videos. I'm gonna give a link to the video that he shows this issue, and I'll give you guys the link to his channel. But other than that, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe.